What if the secret to winning her heart is not chasing her, but letting her chase you? Imagine you have been pursuing a woman relentlessly, texting daily, planning elaborate dates, always showing up to prove your interest. Yet she seems distant, polite but uninvolved. Then you notice a man who barely tries, yet women gravitate toward him, drawn by an invisible pull. The difference is not what he does, but what he does not do. Today, we will uncover why stepping back, not chasing, sparks a woman's deepest desire. We will explore 5 emotional truths about attraction and 3 practical ways to embody them. This is not about playing games. It is about becoming a man who attracts through presence, not pursuit. If you believe real connection comes from strength within, engage with this message. Like, subscribe, and stay until the end. Let us begin. The first truth is that absence creates curiosity. When you constantly pursue a woman, texting, calling, always being available, you fill every moment with your presence. This leaves no room for her to wonder about you. But when you step back, you create a space where her mind starts to wonder. Picture a man named James who used to text a woman every morning, eager to keep her attention. She responded, but never with excitement. When he stopped, not out of anger, but to focus on himself, something shifted. She texted first, asking, "Hey, everything okay?" Psychological studies show that uncertainty, when balanced with respect, triggers curiosity, which is the seed of attraction. Your absence is not rejection. It is an invitation for her to reflect on your value. When she wonders why you are not chasing, she starts to imagine who you are, and that imagination fuels desire. The second truth is that space fosters emotional freedom. Constant pursuit can feel like pressure, making a woman feel she must respond rather than choose to engage. By stepping back, you give her the freedom to feel her own emotions. James noticed that when he stopped initiating every conversation, the woman he liked began sharing more about herself. She felt safe to open up because he was not crowding her emotional space. Neuroscience suggests that emotional freedom activates the brain's reward system, making her associate you with positive feelings. When you don't chase, you show trust in the connection, signaling that you value mutual desire over forced attention. This freedom allows her to approach you not out of obligation, but from genuine interest, creating a deeper bond. The third truth is that restraint signals strength. A man who chases relentlessly often appears to need validation, which can diminish his appeal. In contrast, a man who holds back, focusing on his own life, radiates quiet confidence. James started spending evenings on his hobbies, painting, running, reading, rather than texting. When he saw the woman again, she noticed his calm energy and asked about his passions. Psychological research shows that self-control is perceived as a marker of high value, as it suggests emotional stability. When you restrain the urge to pursue, you show you're complete without her approval. This strength is magnetic, drawing her closer because it proves you are a man who values himself first. The fourth truth is that mystery deepens attraction. Constant availability makes you predictable, and predictability dulls desire. When you step back, you become a puzzle she wants to solve. James stopped explaining every move, letting silences linger in conversations. One evening, the woman said, "You are hard to figure out, and I like that." Studies on attraction indicate that mystery engages the brain's curiosity circuits, making her think about you more. By not chasing, you allow her to fill the gaps with her imagination, replaying your words, your smile, your steady gaze. This is not about being distant, it's about being present in a way that leaves room for her to wonder, making you a presence in her mind even when you are not there. The fifth truth is that self-respect commands respect. When you stop chasing, you declare that your time, energy, and heart are valuable. This sets a standard for how others, including women, treat you. James once felt crushed when a woman didn't respond to his efforts, but when he stopped pursuing and focused on his own goals, she began to see him differently. She called to plan a coffee date, respecting his boundaries because he respected himself. Social psychology shows that people mirror the respect you show yourself. By not chasing, you communicate that you are a man of worth, not a beggar for attention. This self-respect invites her to value you, not because you demand it, but because you embody it. Now let us explore 3 practical steps to embody these truths. First, cultivate your own purpose. Spend time on activities that fulfill you, whether it's learning a skill, exercising, or pursuing a passion. James found joy in painting landscapes, which gave him a sense of purpose outside of dating. This made him more interesting and grounded, as studies show that purpose-driven people are perceived as more attractive. When you focus on your own growth, you naturally step back from chasing, creating space for attraction to grow. Second, practice intentional silence. Resist the urge to fill every moment with texts or calls. Let a day pass without reaching out, not to manipulate, but to honor your own space. James tried this, waiting 2 days before replying to a casual text. The woman responded with a longer message, intrigued by his restraint. Research on communication suggests that pauses increase engagement, as they give the other person time to process and invest. Silence is not absence. It is a signal that you are secure enough to wait, which amplifies your presence. Third, embrace emotional discipline. When you feel the impulse to chase, whether to text repeatedly or seek her approval, pause and breathe. Reflect on why you feel this urge. Is it fear of losing her, or confidence in your connection? James learned to check his emotions, choosing to respond calmly rather than react impulsively. Psychological studies show that emotional regulation builds trust, as it demonstrates reliability. By staying steady, you show her you can handle uncertainty, making you a safe haven for her emotions. These steps changed James. He stopped chasing and started living with purpose, using silence to create space and discipline to maintain his strength. Women began to notice, not just his actions, but his energy. They texted first, planned dates, and showed genuine interest, not because he performed, but because he was present. The secret is not pursuit, it is the emotional space you create when you step back. Women don't fall for constant attention. They fall for the feeling stirred by your absence, your confidence, your self-respect. Society teaches that love is won through effort, but effort without purpose feels like desperation. Women are emotional beings, drawn to how you make them feel, not how much you do. When you chase, you crowd her emotions, leaving no room for desire to grow. But when you step back, you create a canvas for her imagination, where curiosity, freedom, and respect paint a picture of you as a man worth pursuing. This is not about manipulation. It is about authenticity. Treat women with kindness, seeing them as equals with their own desires and fears. This journey requires courage, but it is transformative. You don't just attract women, you become a man others respect, including yourself. Start today. Choose one activity that fulfills you and spend an hour on it. Practice silence in one conversation, letting her fill the space. Stay calm the next time you feel anxious about her response. These small steps build a presence that draws people in. Share this truth with others. Comment, "The step I will take is." Let us redefine attraction from chasing to being. Like, subscribe, and keep growing. Your path to magnetic presence starts now.